Live from WKYC Studios, this is Go.
Bundle up and grab your umbrella. Cold, wet weather is impacting your weekend plans. Rain, snow, and wind today, all ahead of an Arctic blast that will keep temperatures dangerously low. Good morning. Time is now 6 a.m. on your Saturday morning. It is January 18th. I'm Danielle Wiggins.
And I'm David Greenberg. A weather impact alert day. Our AJ Colby been tracking the weather for us all morning long.
And AJ, yesterday temperatures, I guess, for Northeast Ohio felt practically tropical. So what are we expecting now this morning?
For it to go the other way, at that direction.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 20s and then eventually teens. Our weather impact alert day. There you go.
Meanwhile, starting tomorrow in Akron, the Summit Lake Community Center will be open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. through Wednesday. The emergency overnight shelter on East Boris Street will also reopen tomorrow night. However, Cleveland has not yet announced its plans to extend operating hours for the warming shelters at its rec centers. But we will provide updates as they become available. And be sure to visit our website, WKYC.com, for the latest weather information or open the 3 News app. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has announced Lieutenant Governor Jon Husted will replace Vice President-elect J.D. Vance in the U.S. Senate. Matt Rascone reports.
It is my honor to accept the appointment.
He's held some of the biggest positions in state government to the state.
And I look forward to working with President Trump, J.D. Vance, to make America great again.
And that was Matt Rascone reporting. Husted will continue as lieutenant governor until he's sworn in as a senator, which leaves a vacancy in the state. When asked about who will take over Husted's role, Governor DeWine laughed and said, "One big decision at a time." Well, time is now 6:08 and still ahead this morning. The countdown to the college football championship, it is on.
It certainly is. In 10 minutes, not the game, the story. See why one woman says wearing scarlet and gray is about more than just repping the Buckeyes. And after the break, some important cold weather tips for you. Oh yeah, you know that sound. It's from yesterday when fans loudly sent off the Ohio State Buckeyes as they boarded those buses to Atlanta, where they will take on Notre Dame in the college football national championship game. And they were not the only two excited fans.
Okay, so the gift shop, College Traditions, in the heart of Buckeye Nation, says business has been booming. But a spokesperson from OSU's marketing department says it's about more than what's popular, and that wearing the scarlet and gray is a source of pride and support.
Of course, we're hoping that comes with a Buckeyes W as well.
Yes, hopefully. It's their year. That's what I keep saying. It's their year to win. It's going to be great because it's going to be great actually for the Big Ten because you had Michigan last year.
That's right.
And hopefully Ohio State this year.
Yeah, Big Ten, best conference in college football.
Here we go. Let's go.
Well, speaking of sports, after the break, you'll meet a group of women who will not be defined by their age.
See why these Cavs dancers say it's so important to take time for yourself. Plus, at 6:40, why General Motors now has to ask drivers for consent when it comes to their data.
And in 12 minutes, the very latest on the TikTok ban and the one thing that could save the app.
Live from WKYC Studios, this is Go.
A gathering to address bullying. Why dozens of parents say the bullying problem at Menor High School has only gotten worse.
We would like to get it back as close to the original as possible.
Reconstruction continues on a local church that caught fire, but the repairs have proven to be costly. How you can help coming up.
And following a warm and wet weekend, I'm seeing a temperature drop in your forecast. We'll talk about that, plus a severe weather chance later this week. A lot to discuss. We've got your forecast in just minutes.
Good morning, everyone. Time is now 5 a.m. and we are taking a live look at Progressive Field this morning as the Guardians count down the hours to next Tuesday's home opener with the White Sox. We'll have more details on that coming up, and I'm sure Matt will let us know if it will snow on that day, because you never know when it comes to opening day. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Danielle Wiggins in for Danita and Matt this morning. So speaking of Matt, let's go ahead and bring him in because, Matt, you say there is temperature drops that we're going to be expecting.
Yeah, Danielle, and I mean, just looking ahead to the Guardians game, it does look cold next week. I mean, like winter cold. So we'll talk about a rapid rise in temps and a severe weather chance coming our way again this week. We've got the details coming up. Danielle?
Okay, Matt, thank you. Time is now 5:02 and happening today in court. A man who was convicted of human trafficking is set to be sentenced in Cuyahoga County Court. 32-year-old DeAndre Inkton pleaded guilty to several charges related to human trafficking and promoting prostitution. Police say Inkton trafficked 8 women and forced them into prostitution. The Ohio Attorney General's office says investigators linked him to more than 4,000 sex advertisements in 12 states, including 2,000 in Ohio. Inkton's sentencing is this morning at 11. Meantime, the trial begins in the aftermath of the East Palestine train disaster 2 years ago. Norfolk Southern is suing 2 companies to share its $600 million settlement costs. One company owned the rail car, which had a failed bearing that caused the derailment. The other company is accused of giving faulty information that led to the decision to burn the toxic cargo. Both deny wrongdoing. Meanwhile, affected residents are still waiting for most of their settlement money to arrive. Time is now 5:03, and a local community outraged over alleged bullying problems at Mentor High School. And dozens of families gathered over the weekend to address the issue. Parents say the district is failing to protect students, while school leaders insist they're listening. Peter Fleischer has the story.
Live from WKYC Studios, this is 3 News at 7.
Hey everybody, welcome in to the Tuesday edition of 3 News at 7. I'm Mike Polk Jr.
And I'm Danielle Wiggins. Russ and Betsy have the evening off.
A local mother is demanding action from Parma City Schools tonight after she says an elementary school student threatened her daughter and 2 others on social media.
So I spent the day in Parma and spoke with both the mother and the school district to get to the bottom of what happened.
So this one, you see my daughter's name, the other 2 with the gun.
It's TikTok terror for mom Tiffany Peters.
Then you have her pointing to their names with the music with gunshots in the back.
Peters says another parent sent her a TikTok video that showed the names of her 9-year-old daughter and 2 other students with a gun emoji pointed at their names. She says her daughter's classmate at Densler Elementary School in Parma posted the image over the weekend.
The school threats are not a joke.
Peters found out about the post Monday, pulled her daughter out of school, and complained to Parma Police and the school district. Superintendent Charles Smilek says the district has had only 1 day to address the issue because he also found out about the post Monday.
We're not at all ignoring this. I mean, we've worked with the Parma Police Department as well. So we really have taken this extremely seriously. We've worked with law enforcement personnel. We've worked with school personnel. We've worked with parents. We'll continue to work with parents. We'll continue to work with students to make sure that all of our students are safe.
And Smilek says the district wants to address the situation in a way that has a learning component that teaches students how to coexist. Smilek says he doesn't see any discipline happening at this time, and the school's focus is making sure that everyone feels safe. Now we turn to developing news out of Parma, where police believe an 88-year-old man is responsible for hitting a 2-year-old boy and his mother outside of a Mark's last Friday. They say he then took off. Police believe the older man was behind the wheel when Shalante Maddox and her son Genesis were struck while stepping off of a sidewalk on Ridgewood Drive. They are both home now, but Genesis had some serious injuries. The 88-year-old man has not been arrested, and the investigation is ongoing.
Well, the push to bring NASA headquarters to Cleveland is getting more support. 2 more letters were sent to Vice President J.D. Vance to consider Northeast Ohio as NASA's new home.
And today, 3 News talked to those behind the letters to see what the move could mean for our region. A New Yorker reports.
The latest letter urging the move of NASA headquarters to Cleveland came from the economic development organization Team NEO.
Okay, welcome back to 3 News at 7. Eat now, pay later. That's the idea coming from a new partnership. Today, food delivery app DoorDash teamed up with the installment lender Klarna.
The duo says they're offering a flexible alternative to those high-interest credit cards. So basically what this means is you can now order your food delivery now and set up a payment plan to pay your balance off over a period of time. Whew. That's America. We are now looking at a snack food slowdown, folks. It's not just a healthy lifestyle that's motivating some customers to cut back on the snacks. It's It's those unsavory prices.
Yeah, the cost of those chips and cookies continue to rise. NBC's Christine Romans reports.
Some customers at the checkout line with little to smile about.
Ultimately, you know, a dollar is a dollar is a dollar.
So Jess is over here screaming she wants us to eat healthy snacks because they're cheaper. But for those of us who like junk food, it's a real issue economically right now.
Yes, it is. And I must say that when they said that social media makes people want to even indulge on that, perfect story. My daughter's 14 and she saw something on TikTok, a drink at a expensive, let's say, fast food area.
Sure.
And she goes, Mom, I want this. And I did not want to spend the money, but I took her.
And
she didn't get it because they were out of it. So I said.
Because it was so popular because of social media. And if she had never seen it on social media, she wouldn't have wanted it.
Right, that is true. That is true.
The system doesn't work sometimes, Jessica, but you've got a bunch of grapes and fruits and apples over there. What do you got?
Man. Here's my TikTok, okay?
Okay.
Cucumbers. Less than 99 cents.
The grapes that you had, or what is that? Apple slices?
Cucumbers,
yes.
Yes.
Really getting decadent over there.
Snacks. Here's our promotion, our TikTok promo of, hey,
There you
eat your
go.
carrots, eat your grapes, eat your cucumbers, whatever you got, and check out the beautiful sunset.